I'm Vicki Luann, and this is Shattered but Unbreakable. This episode is part of the Take It Back series, where we reclaim voice, truth, and power that was never lost, just buried. This is not a mythology podcast. This is a reclamation. For centuries, women's stories have been rewritten, their power reduced to seduction, their pain reframed as weakness, their truth buried under labels like crazy, dangerous, or too much. Medusa was not a monster. Cleopatra was not a temptress. Aphrodite was not a performance. They were women whose power threatened systems that depended on their silence. This series is about the patterns that still exist today, how trauma is blamed, how visibility is punished, how desire is negotiated away, and how women are taught to participate in their own containment. We are done with that. In this series, we tell the truth about power, about presence, about what happens when women stop shrinking to keep others comfortable. This is not about going back. This is about taking back what was always yours. Welcome to Take It Back.
She is a warrior, ain't nothing gonna slow her down.
That was the song Warrior by my friend Alita Langford and used with her permission. Medusa does not disappear when she is killed. I'm going to say that again. Medusa does not disappear when she is killed. Her head is not buried, not hidden, not destroyed. It is taken and placed on Athena's shield. The very image meant to terrify becomes protection. This is not irony. It is admission. They destroyed the woman, but they kept what made her powerful. And if you've been listening to this series, you already know this pattern, because it didn't start with Medusa, and it didn't end with her either. Medusa was violated by power, blamed by the institution meant to protect her, transformed into something unrecognizable. She was isolated. She was feared. Then she was eliminated by a hero who never looked her in the eye. She was punished at every stage, not for violence, but for visibility, for surviving, for existing after harm, for remaining present in a body that carried truth. That's the arc. And here's what matters most. At no point was Medusa allowed to tell her story. Not before the punishment, not during the transformation, not even in death. Her image was taken. Her power was extracted. Her humanity was erased. And yet, her face remained. Athena places Medusa's head on her shield, the Aegis, as a talisman of protection. Think about that. The monster they warned everyone about becomes the thing that wards off evil. The woman they said was dangerous becomes the symbol of safety. This is how truth leaks through systems that try to suppress it. Because even when power is neutralized, it leaves residue. And residue has a way of telling the truth. Bring this forward. Women are silenced, removed, neutralized, and then their strength is copied. Their resilience is praised. Their survival is romanticized. Just never their anger, never their boundaries, and certainly never their truth. We love the idea of strong women as long as they are no longer here to inconvenience us. We love their stories once they've been cleaned up, softened, made inspirational instead of disruptive. Medusa was never the villain. She was the evidence that systems punish women, not for what they do, but for what they survive. Evidence that being seen after harm is treated as a threat. Evidence that the greatest danger to power is not violence, but visibility. And here's the reclamation. When women are punished for being seen, visibility itself becomes power, not performance, not compliance, presence. Presence that does not explain itself, presence that does not negotiate, presence that does not soften its edges to be tolerated, presence that becomes the right to exist. This is not about becoming terrifying. This is about becoming unmovable. If Medusa teaches us anything, it is this. You do not need to destroy the system to reclaim yourself. You do not need to eliminate others to remain whole. You do not need to disappear to be safe. Not to destroy, not to eliminate, but to remain unmoved. And now we turn. Because Medusa shows us what happens when a woman is punished for being seen. But she does not show us what happens after reclamation. For that, we move to a woman who was not punished for surviving. She was punished. She was neutralized for governing well. Cleopatra. And what she teaches us is how power looks when a woman refuses to be rewritten. This is Take It Back.
She is a warrior. Ain't nothing gonna slow her